Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, just about ready for baseball. Chandler Simpson. Now at the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One out in the top of the first. Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Williamson. In the air, right field, Benson on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Inside, and that's ball 1.
Yep.
Two down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Jesse Schultz. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, because he doesn't have plus stuff, it's going to be critical that his skipper keeps a close eye on him. Second time, third time through the order, we see the OPS jump dramatically.
Here's Byron Buxton. And that is out of play.
No, outside.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Matt Wallner now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Buxton aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, second baseman.
1 out, man at first. Jordan Westburg will hit next. He was late there. Strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Out number 2. And now it's Jake Burger to hit.
Third baseman, Jake Burger.
Late with the swing there.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
That's a ball.
And now it's 1-2.
Ball.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
No.
Outside
Ball 3.
low. Ball 3. And down on strikes. And there's one down. Yandy Diaz now. This one in the air right field. Takes it in for the out. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. On the ground to the left. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Cincinnati, in now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. That one outside, and that is ball 1. Steer in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. This to third, Caminero. Handles, throws to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Next to hit, Will Benson. In the air to left center, Simpson on the move to the alley. And the inning is over. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game.
Center fielder Cedric Mullins.
Well, these Rays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher
Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays.
Ball inside.
Out to short, McLean. To Westburg, a sensational double play. Base is empty after the double play. Taylor Walls getting ready to hit. A switch hitter batting right. Top of the 3rd, no score. In the air out towards right center. Benson on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the inning. In now for the Reds, number 35.
Well, these Reds definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ball.
And
Ball
there's a
two.
ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now it's the shortstop, Matt McLain. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now, Byron Buxton. That's a hit. And 2 aboard now as the lead runner stops at second.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now a chance for Matt Wallner. Wallner in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
No.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Way out front for strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Just off the inside edge.
That's a really good take.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next for Cincinnati, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
That's a base hit. Runner around third. He's safe as he gets his hand in. We're tied at 1.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Caminero fires across the diamond. They limit the damage. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Benson gets under it. Takes it in for the out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ben Williamson. Flied to right his first time.
No, off the plate.
Rays down by a run. Top half of inning number 4. In the air to left center. And it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Digging in, Junior Caminero.
Ball.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Swinging a foul out of play. Here's a 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Buxton in position. Takes it in for the out. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Ball 1. Hurry.
Williamson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And foul ball. Next pitch is outside. In the air out to center. Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Yandy Diaz digs in now. Flied to right his first time.
Ball.
Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One runs in. Throws to second. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over.
DeLuca goes after that one for strike one. Check swing went around, and it's 0-2. Out towards right center field. Benson on the move to the gap. Makes the catch. Inning over. Bottom of the fourth. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. In the air, right field. DeLuca takes it in for the out. And there's one down. So up next, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Mullins on his horse. And there's two down. Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson.
Right fielder, Will Benson.
Check swing. He went. And that is strike one. This one drilled. Right center field. That one heading for the fence. And gone. A solo shot. So two down, and here's the first baseman.
No.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here in Cincinnati, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Good job to fight that one off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
To the right side. Sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays. He hit into a double play his first time up.
Ball.
Fortes, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. The Rays down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Ball 2.
Just misses with that one. That to right. Benson under it. 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Taylor Walls.
Shortstop, Taylor Walls.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. That clips a corner.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
2 down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
This one in the air, center field. Buxton going back on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the 5th. In now for the Reds, Matt McLain.
Matt McLain.
Oi!
Swing and a high fly ball right field. 1 away. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. He's 2 for 2.
No.
Ripped on a line. Simpson takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Matt Wallner, the next to hit for the Reds. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Caminero throws to first, and that's the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Rays, Ben Williamson. On the ground, Berger. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays.
Ball.
The Reds leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to first. He gets there with the slide. Onto the pitcher, and they get the out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on base.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. In now for the Reds, Jordan. Pittsburgh. And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Yoendrys Gomez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard. Jake Burger, the next to hit for the Reds. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, 1 now. And he chases that one below the zone. Westburg gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Ball. No, that's a ball.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around second, on his way to third. Throw to third, safe. And runners at the corners to start the inning. Steer in the box now. Takes strike one. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's Witt for a base hit. Runner from third in to score. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Glove flip for one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Simpson settles underneath it. And that is the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca.
Ball 1.
Grounds one to short. McLean on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. Now here is Nick Fortes. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th, in now for the Reds, number 35. Fastball for a strike. Comes up empty. Sets him down on strikes. Some high cheese for strike 3. Matt McLean, the next to hit for the Reds. Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Up the middle, a dive, he's got it from his knees, the throw, and
got him,
he gets
stepping out.
Nicely done. So back to the top of the order. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Byron Buxton. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run.
You're out.
Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. Ready to begin the eighth. And stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Brock Burke. And the batter now, Chandler Simpson. Simpson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And that one is inside, ball one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. One out, man at first. Ben Williamson, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Smash down the left field line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Smoked to the left, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the 8th, Matt Wallner. Now at the plate.
C-Ride.
Gomez, a 6'3" righty, 210 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Reds. And that one hammered way back there. And gone! A solo shot. 1 down. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Jake Burger. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Swings through the sweeper. And that's a check swing and a ball in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Double play.
No, you're out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate. So they turn to their closer, Brian Abreu.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's a ball.
High fly ball lifted into the air right field. Benson settles under this one, and there's one down.